A lot of y'all in the comments were saying, and were very correct, that she should have told them that Cullum killed Marco, because that is the more useful information that her and Lucas continue to sit on for no real reason other than the fact that the writers want to stretch the story out longer because it's plot-driven mess. Good morning, General Hospital fans. After a 3-day weekend, which meant no Monday episode for the show, I am here to review yesterday's Tuesday episode, though the episode could have been an email, because I don't really feel like a whole lot was accomplished in said episode, but I'll talk about what I can. I honestly didn't even take a lot of notes, because that's how little stuff happened in this episode. I really don't like it when all of the soap operas, or at least all of the American soap operas, get bad and boring at the same exact time. But I feel like that's what's happening. I'm already dealing with this on Beyond the Gates. Now General Hospital is doing these side quest storylines within their main storyline that I'm just not interested in. I'm going to go in order with my notes, so we'll probably get to some of the main things last, I guess. We start the episode with Alexis meeting with Molly and Christina over Danny not being well emotionally. She basically wants to have Molly and Christina be the ones to talk to Danny because they're younger than Alexis. Maybe they can get through to Danny, although they're certainly not Danny's age, so I don't know if that's really going to help all that much. The main thing I actually got from these scenes was that Christina's going to be going away to medical school because it has been announced that Kate Mansi is leaving the role of Christina, that she probably should have never been cast in the first place. So that character is going to be leaving. A lot of people don't think that medical school makes a whole lot of sense for said character, and I would agree with that. I'm more so just like, of course they're not going to do the triangle with Christina, Michael, and Jacinda. I think I called this weeks and weeks ago that will this storyline ever actually happen? Because Frank Valentini will never do even a little bit of a storyline that might upset some old people in red states. That is how he writes his soap operas, or wants his writers to write his soap operas. There are never any real chances taken, and so it doesn't surprise me that we won't be getting that love triangle that might push a little boundaries for this damn show, even though Days of Our Lives did it years ago. A brother and a sister in a bisexual love triangle. Anyway, I won't miss Christina, though, to be honest. Sonny and Laura are already talking about how Britt's info that she gave them on Friday, they already knew that Sidwell had the professor killed and that Pascal might have had something to do with it. A lot of y'all in the comments were saying, and were very correct, that she should have told them that Cullum killed Marco, because that is the more useful information that her and Lucas continue to sit on for no real reason other than the fact that the writers want to stretch the story out longer because it's plot-driven mess. And, character development, I guess, doesn't matter. Characters doing the smart things don't matter when we have plots like this. So, yeah, that's what Britt should have said, but she didn't. So we get these disappointing scenes with Sonny and Laura talking about how, well, maybe they can get to Pascal and turn him on Sidwell, but Laura doesn't think that can happen. These scenes were a waste of time. They were a waste of time because Britt's info was a waste of time because the writers want to waste our time. Sidwell was getting his report on Marco's autopsy, and Ava arrived wanting to see if he wants to talk about it. Basically led to them discussing who possibly could have wanted to kill Marco. A possible jealous lover came up, so Sidwell has had these suspicions about Lucas ever since Not So Nathan, aka Cassius, put it in his mind that it could have been Lucas. But he might start to question Pascal as well, so maybe Sonny can drive a wedge between Sidwell and Pascal if Sidwell is going to start suspecting that maybe Pascal killed Marco. But I could already see Pascal begging and pleading and saying he loved Marco so much he would never do that. it's not scenes I'm looking forward to. The only interesting thing that came out of this is Alexis wanting to go on a trip with Ava, but I don't know if we're actually going to get to see that trip or if it's going to happen off camera. My guess would be the latter, but if we actually get to see Ava and Alexis on some sort of mini trip, it actually might be entertaining to me. I'd love for Ava to have different storylines outside of Sidwell. I mean, she had the side storyline with Rick for a week, but that wasn't exactly engaging, mostly because Sonny was pissing me off for being so stupid. Dante and Chase were talking at the police station because Rocco and Britt are now missing. The Fitzpatrick cop was there too, still as stiff as ever, reading his lines like he's Tomas on Beyond the Gates. He might give Tomas a run for his money as far as soap opera acting is going, because the robotic, like reading off a cue card, it's not great. But Dante wanted Fitzpatrick to go and get a search warrant for Britt's residence, which he did, which we'll get to, I guess, next. Lucas was meeting with Carly. Carly's still having a repeat conversation about trying to get Lucas to leave Windermere, get a place somewhere else, live somewhere else. That's when this Fitzpatrick police guy came with a warrant to search Britt's place. Obrect was also there with Not So Nathan, discussing how he and Lulu are breaking up, which Obrect couldn't stop smiling at. I don't know why this character is still on the show. I'm going to keep it real with everybody. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. The Obrect character is a character that should have been gone years and years ago. She was this super villain. Then I guess they must have tried to redeem her at certain points when I wasn't watching this damn show. And now she's still there without the super villainy, but the same old like shitty disposition against certain characters, when she was the one doing shitty things to those certain characters, but acting like they suck. I don't know. It's stupid to me. It really is. Well, of course, she was upset when Britt's apartment was being searched. And then Carly and Lucas towards the end were bickering about Lucas trying to see the good in Sidwell and now trying to see the good in Britt. We know they have made Lucas and Britt be more friendly. It hasn't really helped me warm up to Britt. I talked about this last week. I'll talk about it again. The fact that Britt and Rocco are the characters going on the run is honestly why I feel so down on the show right now. Like, if this is the next big twist, I'm not exactly feeling very compelled to see how it plays out, because I don't care about Britt. And whiny Rocco isn't really doing it for me either. So there's those two characters going on the run is kind of a waste of time for me to have to sit and watch, if I'm being completely honest. I do wonder, though, if this was the original plan for the Britt character with Jason to go on the run at the end of May into June, so that those two potential lovers could be on the run. But then maybe Steve Burton decided to not leave the show, but go on vacation for a while, take a break from the show, so they had to write him out earlier, and now it is Rocco in his place going on the run. Feels like that's a possibility to me of what happened, honestly, because I feel like at least Jason and Britt going on the run would have a certain potential soap opera romance element to it. But Britt and Rocco on the run, it causes tension for Lulu, but not great. Charlotte and Danny came home to learn that Lulu thought Rocco left town. Charlotte and Danny have no idea why Rocco would do that. Rocco hasn't told them anything, so neither of them know anything about that. But Dante called Lulu down to the police station. Lulu came to the station for Dante to tell her that Rocco is gone and with Britt. So Lulu, of course, upset about both of those things. Dante did stick up for Lulu with Chase, saying that Britt is the one that got the fake passport for Rocco. And then Dante was comforting Lulu after Obrect was saying shitty things to Lulu, blaming Lulu. Obrect has it in her mind that Britt is really Rocco's mother, because Britt was the person that actually delivered the baby, because Lulu didn't want to deliver the baby herself, but it was still Lulu's eggs. That whole stupid storyline in the past is what the show's really trying to make us care about these days with the whole Britt and Rocco relationship. Well, it ain't working for me. In the end, Danny and Charlotte found a video of Rocco saying he chose to go on the run with Britt and everything's okay. Lulu says to Dante that he wasn't coerced because Rocco said some code phrase to signal that he is safe in the video. Only thing I really liked about these scenes is that Dante and Lulu do have chemistry, and I don't know if the show sees that and is going to circle back to that with this actress in the role of Lulu, but it's better than Nathan and Lulu's chemistry, and it's better than Dante and Liz's chemistry, so that's something. But overall, this episode was a disappointment, and I don't like where we're going with these stories.